Brian's logic wants me to pay him €5,000 for a 2-hour debate, or meet him at Nathan Oakley's freak show for free. It's only one problem with this. I don't debate flirts. First of all, I want to thank all my patrons, members, donors and subscribers. All of you are important for me. Thank you very much. I have never made any videos about Brian, because I think many other channels have made great debunks of his nonsense, and I don't see the meaning in making videos with the same content that others already have done. Last week Brian appeared on the comment sections to one of my videos, and he claimed that I was wrong and I didn't know what I was talking about, and he came up with some of his regular nonsense about navigation. I told him about my credentials regarding navigation and asked him for his, but he refused to reply if he had any education or experience about navigation. When I'm on Sunday made a community shout out about Tiny Catain and his great channel. I will link his channel in the description, because he's a captain on commercial ships and they have made some great content about Brian's nonsense. Brian didn't like this. He called me a coward and challenged me to a debate. He wanted to have €5,000 for a 2-hour debate, or I could visit him at Nathan Oakley's clown show for free and take the debate there. First of all, I don't debate flirts. It's two reasons for that. When you have facts, what's the point debating with somebody's fantasies like Brian's? The other reason is that I'm not native speaking English speaking. I speak Swedish and fluent Norwegian and some English and German. So a debate with someone who is native speaking English would be a handicap for me. But if Brian is willing to take the debate in Swedish, Norwegian or German, I can give him the debate he so much want to have. Brian wants me to address his silly claims about navigation, but I will instead show him my military books about navigation and show that they are based on a globe. Why do I do it this way? Because the base in what he is claiming is that we live on a flat earth and all navigation is based on that. And that's very easy to prove to be wrong. Let's start. I was trained in navigation in the late 80s by the Swedish Navy. This is one of the books we were using. This one is about astronomical navigation and the tides. It's not a book that you can find in bookshops or libraries. This is a strictly military book, but it contains no secrets. It's about navigation in reality. I will show some images from Dickens' book that proves that it's based on a globe, not a flat earth fantasy. I have shown this book in several videos before, so I will fast show some images all based on a globe. And then I will talk about other things on a ship that proves a globe. The first Flat Earth killer on a ship is the radar. Radar have a horizon, and to get further with the radar you have to mount the radar antennas higher up on the ship. This is from an instruction book for a professional radar. I will hold this image for a moment so you can read the text. All who have used a radar on a ship or a boat knows that this text is correct and it's true, and this can't be explained on a flat Earth. This is a small boat that I used on a television production last year. If you observe on the top of the boat, you have the radar antenna, the radio antennas, the GPS antenna, and so on, all placed in the top of the boat. And that's because you get a longer range of the equipment if you mount them higher up. This is me driving a CB90, a fast assault craft, and observe where the radar is. On the top of the wheelhouse, and the antennas is on top of the wheelhouse. And on this yacht, all antennas and radars are in the top. And on this aircraft carrier, all antennas and radars are as high as possible on the ship. Wonder why? But to see further away, they have AWAC planes or planes with big radars on the top. Wonder why? Nowadays on ships you use electronic charge, but you always have paper charge as a backup. And if you look at the charge, they are map projections of a globe. And depending on where on Earth you are, you choose different map projections. The best map projections in the Arctic regions is not the best at the equator. If you lived on a flat Earth, you should use the same map all over the world. But in reality, where we who are not flat earthers live, we use different maps at different places on our globe. But fools like Brian's logic don't believe this and thinks this is some kind of conspiracy. Why would we have different maps on a ship if it was a flat Earth? Explain that, please. Another flat Earth killer is lighthouses. This is Skrova Lighthouse in Lofoten, Norway, near where I live. And if you look at the chart from that area, you get some interesting information. I know that the light on the lighthouse is 41 meters up from sea level. And if you look at the chart, Skrova, it says how it flashes and so on, and the 18M in the end of the description of the lighthouse tells you how far away you can see the light. 18 nautical miles you can see the light. And if you take a curve calculator, you find out that is what you would suspect from something 41 meter high and normal refraction. That this is true is very easy to check if you are by the sea, and then you can look up charts at the internet. You have free services. I will link to one, and then you find a lighthouse that's would be visible to you and look at the distance and do you see it or not. I promise you that no one can prove me wrong on this one. Seafarers are depending on this information to be correct. This was some examples of things that disproves Brian's claims that we live on a flat earth and the lies he's spreading about navigation at sea and that it proves the globe. I'm sure that Brian will complain about that I haven't addressed his exact claims about astronomical navigation, what a nautical mile is, and so on. But as I said in the beginning, several debunkers have made great videos about you, Brian, and proved you wrong. So I choose to address other things about navigation that also prove that you're wrong. We don't live on a flat earth, and if you've been in a wheelhouse on a ship, you would know that, because everything on a ship is based on a globe. Tiny Catain, that I linked to in the description, is a captain on commercial vessels and I on military vessels. And we know what we are doing. We finding our way to harbor with our ships safe, and we navigate on a globe. If it would be a flat earth, we wouldn't find our ways home with the equipment we use and the charts we are using, because all is based on a globe. And Brian, I have no interest in debating you, and I have no interest in being a guest at Nathan Oakley's echo chamber. He's a rude person. He screams at people, he silences them, he uses the mute button. Nathan is afraid about the truth. He won't let anyone tell him how reality works. In his shows, it's Nathan's words only. If you don't agree with Nathan, he mutes you. I'm not sure that Brian will understand my video, and to be honest, I don't care. Because I know that I can't convince flat earth fools like Brian that he's completely wrong, that we live on a globe. Okay, that was all for this time about Brian's logic. That was all for this time. I hope you liked the video. If you did, become a member and support the channel, or just come back next time I'm showing a video. See you soon. Bye.